Well, grace and peace, everybody. So good to see you. So good to see you. Well, this is going to be a ministry moment for this snowy and icy Friday. Who would have thought snow in Georgia? And it is 25 degrees. This is the type of thing you would expect up north, right? But in Georgia, that was the draw to move down here. It was the weather. I used to boast so much about the weather. I can't boast about the weather now. But this is what I want to share with you. I'm going to be a little bit transparent this morning. It was a struggle to do my normal feeds, my Motivation Monday, my Winning Wednesday, my ministry moments, because I'm a little annoyed with the Lord. And we've all had that moments where I'm a little annoyed with the Lord. I'll tell you why I'm annoyed. Or I was annoyed, right? For those of us who serving God in ministry, trying to do the right thing, and the uphill battle, the uphill climb to do the right thing is real. Because each and every day we're presented with options that would make life easier for us over the course of our life. We have had options that would have made life easier. We've turned it down for the cause of Christ. We've chosen not to do it for the cause of Christ. We're trying to be obedient to that thing that is on the inside, that is calling us to a higher place, that is calling us to a higher responsibility, that is calling us to even entrepreneurship. Let's take it from an entrepreneurship perspective. Let's not say from a Christian perspective per se, so that it could be relatable to everybody. You're supposed to be an entrepreneur. You're supposed to work for yourself. That desire is burning in you. And a lot of times to pursue this goal, you may have put aside something that was absolutely lucrative, something that was absolutely profitable, and it made your life easy. But you've made the sacrifice for the greater purpose. And that's what it is when you are a saved believer who is ministry bound and ministry led. You have to deny yourself certain things that you were able to rely on in the past that made life easier for you. Opportunities, people, relationships, whatever it is, right? And it seems like, and this is me talking now, it seems like for the sacrifices you have made, the reward does not match the sacrifice at the moment. But you want to be obedient, you want to stick to it, and you want to stick to what the Lord tells you to do, even though right now you're not seeing the instant benefits of it. And sometimes when you look back and you're like, man, I'm having a hard time with this. But then every now and then the Lord encourages you that you should keep going and you should keep on. Ooh, I didn't expect to start having my eyes leaking. My sheto robo sanda. Vikando robo saya. I want to encourage you today to stay the course and not complain. What he told me in my spirit this morning as I was driving to work, he said, daughter, you keep taking this test because you have not been passing it. You're keeping to take the test because you're not passing it. Okay? Throughout this time, when I am staying still and listening for the Lord's voice as to what he wants me to do, decisions I need to make, how do I handle this situation? How do I handle that situation? Do I proceed? Do I stay back? Do I stand still? Those responses don't come so easy sometimes. Lord, how I'm going to take care of this big thing that you told me to do. I don't have the resources for it. I don't have the finances for it. And your income, your outcome far outweighs your income. By far outweighs your income. And God meets it and makes sure that you are not forsaken or begging for bread every single month. But that nail bite, oh my God, how am I going to do it? Every month I go through the same thing. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? And the Lord tells me, you will stop going through those nail-biting issues if you pass the test. You've seen me do it over the years, time and time again, especially in these last 6 months, when I've stripped you of every single opportunity and every single thing that you have. I've stripped you from it. And during that time, I've made sure that you have not been outside, you're not sleeping next door, and you're not walking naked. Every single time I've done it for you, but yet every month you go through the same fear. You go through the same issue. God says you're going to keep taking that test until you pass it. Until you get to the place to know that I have you even with nothing. I have you. I got you even with nothing. When you come to the place to rest and sit in that, then I'll be able to open up the windows of heaven for you and reward you with plenty. Wait on God, trust God, and don't complain. That's the word for today. Don't complain. I do a lot of complaining to God. I do a lot of complaining to myself. God said, don't complain. And there's this song that's in my spirit. I'm not going to sing it. But there's this song in my spirit that says, I've had some good days and I've had some bad days. And I've had some hills that I had to climb. But when I look around and think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I will not complain. So, this is your ministry moment. Like and subscribe on YouTube and TikTok. Live the glorious life. Live life on purpose. And I will see you on Monday for Motivational Monday. Bye, guys.